Neil deGrasse Tyson recently uploaded a video where he explains his commentary on Terrence Howard's treatise. Apparently, Terrence Howard had written a document on physics and had sent it to Neil deGrasse Tyson to get some feedback, and Neil criticized the work. So, in the video, Neil deGrasse Tyson goes into detail about what happened and what he wrote in response, and he also says that it was an example of how the peer review process works. After watching the video, I can understand why Terrence Howard was upset. I'd be upset too, honestly. Peer review can be brutal, okay? Which is why grad school often causes mental health issues. Getting your idea criticized feels like a rejection, right? You think that you discover this truth and you show it to other people, and they say, you're wrong, and this is why. That's a rejection. It makes you feel worthless to the point it makes you question your abilities. At least that's my experience. So peer review is rough, but it also teaches humility, which is important. Terrence Howard is clearly interested in physics. Okay, no one uninterested in physics writes a 36-page treatise, right? So this is my advice to anyone who has that spark and passion in them. Don't give up. Every day you study a subject, the more knowledgeable you will get, right? You only have more to gain. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to get a PhD, okay? That's not what I'm saying. It's not only not for everybody, but it's also not necessary. There's so much free educational material on the internet that any dedicated person can find the resources they need. However, the harder part is belonging to a particular community. And this is what I mean. When you go into academia, you join a group of like-minded and dedicated people. You go to conferences, you present papers, you get asked to offer peer review, you go to dinner with your colleagues, you get invited to speak at different colleges, etc., etc. Okay? Academia is like its own little world. And it'd be harder to get into that world if you're not a fellow academic. And if you're not part of that world, it's hard to bounce your ideas off of experts because you won't have access to them. I mean, you can email experts your stuff, but you most likely won't get a detailed response. Because academics are busy doing academic things, right? They're writing their own papers, reviewing articles, and preparing for conferences, right? They likely won't have the time to respond to some random person. So I think that's one of the main disadvantages of not going to grad school because you won't have access to experts. One thing that you could do, though, is take an online course. That way you'll have access to a professor who you can bounce your ideas off of. Ultimately, what I want to say is that I don't want people to give up their passion. I want more people with curious minds to spend their time trying to attain knowledge. I wish that my students were as passionate as Terrence Howard. Do you know what my students are doing most of the time? They're on their screens. They're on their phones. Okay. I'm not even sure how many of them are actually listening to what I'm saying in class. Okay. So whoever's listening, keep going. All right. Don't let harsh criticism dissuade you. All right. That's all I have for today. Take cares.